boy and New Cackarack in the building. Naga World Order. Y'all know how
Oh
we
yeah,
get down.
everything tweaking.
Titans Debate League. You know how what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Boy Reloaded. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so check this out. We finna get into some stuff, man. I got some. I got something I actually want to share with y'all, and I just want to get y'all opinion on it. So whenever y'all ready to kick it off, man, let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know how I do, man. Shalom, assalamu alaikum, habaragani, ashe. Or if you're from the hood, peace, family. It's your boy Wall Street Willie, and we about to rock out politricks style. The door's wide open as long as you family. Take your shoes off, make yourself at home. We're gonna get into some good topics. Keep it respectful, but we're gonna challenge each other like family do. So let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm gonna pull up this watch video and I'm gonna drop that link.
Share my screen real quick. I want y'all to see this. I actually didn't even really want to do it.
Open and shut.
I actually didn't even want to do it live because it was I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like talking strategy. I want y'all opinion on this.
Let's start with yours.
Why don't we
Here
just
go,
sue
right
these
here.
people? Why don't we just sue these people right here?
Who that?
It sound easy.
I know it sounds easy, man. I know it just sounds easy as hell, but why we just don't sue these people?
Several major U.S. banks today. Oh, wow. I'll read it. It says several major U.S. banks today are tied to the New Orleans slave market through their predecessor banks, which accepted enslaved people as collateral for loans to plantation owners. J.P. Morgan Chase, Citibank, aka Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America. And I'm sure that there's a few names on that list who you might know that
You know, because I'm like, what's stopping us from like each one? Like, what's stopping like 60 million of us individuals going to each one of these people? Like, hey, I need like 10, 15 mil out of you. I need 50 mil out of you, and you can close my account.
the same thing that's stopping the Epstein files from getting released.
Right. I mean, how would you? I mean,
they know who these people. The government know who these people are, and they know what they did.
Chime in, man.
Like, they in good standing for a reason.
I mean, I think the main thing that's
you talking to Willie, Wall Street Willie.
Yeah. I want to know what his synopsis is on this right here, because I mean, there's some major players, man.
Yeah, but you know, paperwork. Like with that argument that's being made, you got to understand, number one, none of those banks were open at that time, right? But there is a direct connection to a preceding or older bank, right? So that connection is there. The question then becomes, how do you make the argument? You get what I'm saying? How do you separate the people who qualify for the argument? And then most importantly, how do you pay for the Jewish lawyers to fight the argument?
All right, so give me a prompt to throw the AI, cuz.
A good prompt for that.
And zoom in on that a little bit so it's a little bit bigger for us.
All right.
What connection do U.S. banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase have to U.S. slavery? Start there.
And you know, this makes me think about the Johnny Cochran theory. They were saying that he was assassinated because he was suing for reparations, and he had such a solid case that he was about to win.
Yeah,
and they said that he wasn't going for the government; he was going for entities, such as I'm not sure if it was these specific bank entities, but go ahead.
Because that's the only thing that makes sense, right? Because it's like we keep putting pressure on the United States government. They ain't doing it. All right, well, now we got to hit you in your pockets, right? Now we got to just go after the banks. And I'm saying, like, we need to formulate something. I'm just saying, man. And this is just banks, bro. Like I did. This is just banks. I just did the banks.
You'd
So
be
I'm,
amazed how
there's
many.
other entities out there that profited directly from slavery. Like this, not that long ago, man. I don't give a damn if you change your name, nigga. If the books are still the same.
Going back
They
to
But
going back to your man,
Johnny
uh
Cochran.
Johnny, right? You'd be
yeah.
amazed at how many connections and similarities you see in some of the contemporary arguments for reparations and some of the speeches that he did, when he was starting to put that together and was being publicized. But yeah, there was a
Oh, so you hip to
direct.
that then?
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Johnny. Yeah, Johnny was putting in some work. He was formulating a very good argument, and he was
Yeah.
going around to different, organizations, university, getting paid to speak. And that started to be a topic that he would touch on. And yeah, at the moment, everybody wanted to ask him about the OJ case, but he would touch on this reparations topic as well. And some of the things he said, you can see connections to some of the things people claim they want to push and attain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Okay.
the
Okay.
the problem with that bank
You still
argument
searching?
is that
Hypothetically,
No,
how would you
I just needed a prompt,
form
so
a
I
suit
just put
against
in
these
how would you form a
entities?
suit against these entities?
see a new ask this, right? What was the bank that, just pick one, JP Morgan was connected to, that was directly involved in the funding of the slave trade, right? Because it wasn't
Well, it
JP
became it
directly.
became J.P. Morgan.
Well, that's when you start to look at it, you see how things broke up and
Look at it,
the
ask
actual
it, and see what it
connection.
says.
hmm
You said now. What you want me to ask it?
What was the
Which
bank?
which
What was the bank attached to
uh,
J.P. Morgan Chase that directly funded U.S. slavery? I want to say it was in Louisiana. I can't think of the name of the bank though. But yeah, that connection is there.
Yeah, and then we're about to get into this Erica Kirk after this. What was the bank that, yeah, the predecessor bank to J.P. Morgan that funded slavery?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, something
With
like
Chat
that. You almost
GPT,
got
it's
it.
always about how you ask it. You got to be very
yeah.
specific, and the next question you should ask every time it gives you an answer is, please provide sources.
Yeah.
That's how you know if it's real or if
I'll tell
AI
it to cite the
hallucinating.
sources along the
Right.
way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love when they give me the fake sources and pages that don't be there. That'd be the wildest.
So I don't know about funded. What about profited? Just say profited.
Well, no, the
I
way
don't
they
know.
profited from it was directly, but they either insured or
It'll
Insure, right?
answer that.
Insure.
yeah, responsible for
Yeah,
paying
it's gonna give you
bonds on the
clarity and
slaves.
context.
Yeah, it was a direct connection. It was, yeah, funded the work. When I
Citizens
hear the
Bank.
bank's name, I'll know.
Citizens Bank.
Right. That's why I said it was absorbed. Right. You took on their debt. They took on their debt.
Nah, that's
Like,
not
so
really
I'm
how it
saying, I don't
works.
see how you got, if these niggas fucked up and they still, I mean, if Citibank's fucked up, right, and did some fucked up shit, right, and they did some damage to some people, right, or some damage to some property, and you went in and you absorbed this, that means you are held liable for whatever the fuck they did, whatever
Uh,
damages they did. You supposed to remedy that before you go jump in and absorb this shit.
But if I'm a
Like
new
like they
charter, right?
but no,
If
but
I'm a new charter,
nobody was asking for damages though.
if I'm a new
but
Nobody
charter
was
like
how
asking for
could they?
Citibank,
damages at the
right?
Like
time.
how could they? We didn't know. Nobody knew. We know
But
now.
look, if I'm a new charter
So
bank like
J.P.
Citibank and
Morgan
I
should
do
have
have that
waited until
connection, I
Citibank.
didn't do it directly.
I'm
So
saying
it's
J.P.
hard to
Morgan.
prove the
J.P.
case.
Morgan waited to
Yeah,
Citibank pay reparations
I
out
hear
to those slaves before it absorbed it. That's their
I
fault.
hear what you're saying, but it didn't. No, that's not how the law is gonna look at it. The law is gonna look at it like, well, time lapse. I see what you saying, and like that sounds like about right about what should
No,
happen. But when do they ever do
he
right by us?
established a
So
$5
like that's
million
not what you know.
scholarship for African Americans. Get the fuck out of here. It's over
Legally,
60
that'll
million.
never happen like that.
It's over 60 million of us, bro. Look at it.
My reparation plan, right? It's a 3-pronged plan, and unfortunately, I know my people don't want to hear this, right? But it doesn't necessarily involve a check, right? You just getting a check for what you're owed. Now, I don't want the audience to get it twisted, right? We deserve a flat check. We should. I respect any argument going for that, but what I'm dealing with is what can win, right? And when I look at politics now, cutting black people a check, that's probably not really gonna win. I would
Look, look
I
at
would
look. I want
preface
you
it,
to
I would preface it from an angle of 3 basic things, right? One would be a multi-generational, right? Multi-generational tax credit, right? Tax break, right? If black people could not pay taxes, right, for 75, 100 years, right, we could literally pay ourselves. We're not asking for a check, right? Like if you make 60,000, that little, what, 12, 15,000 you might pay in taxes, that would make that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? The further you go up the ladder, the money changes, but the fact is, we could receive a payment coming directly from us simply by not being taxed. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
hey, boy,
that,
read
And
that
that's a
on
major question I have when they talk about
read that on the
reparations. I'm
screen,
like,
hey,
what are
boy.
they going to use? Are they about to use black people's tax dollars to pay out the reparations?
and
I'm
No,
like,
see,
so we
the
paying
reason why I think
ourselves.
that would be a
I think the
great
government
argument
should
is
force the
looking
banks
at
to
like
do.
the political
Read the screen,
climate,
bro.
right?
I
Hold
think the
on, looking at
government
the
should force
political
the banks
climate,
to do it.
real quick, looking at the political climate right now, right? Like with who's in charge, with how we're voting right now, the likelihood of actually getting a check cut, to me, extremely small. But one
You give
thing that
it
America will still support, right, is less government infringement, right? Like, all right, if we're just not
Hmm.
letting them pay taxes, I could ignore that. White people would feel like it's not money coming out of my pocket. I could ignore that, right? And now, after this 75 years, I don't ever want to hear these Negroes complain again. Hmm? Something like that I could see happening. Outside of that, if we're looking for a check, I've argued that Donald Trump, before he leaves, might present a plan for reparations. And you know what he might try to do? Give all of us $5,000, right? If you're looking for a
I'll be
check,
pissed.
right?
that should have started fucking right. That should have started so.
You know what I'm saying? A1 though.
They'll finally get the race war they've been looking for. If they nigga try to give
I
us
wouldn't even
5,000.
want that little shit.
I could
No,
see
I'll take
him
that
though
shit, but I'm just saying,
being
like, what the
goofy enough
fuck?
to
I ain't
do that.
taking that shit, nigga. Hell no.
And then look, and then
Nigga,
his argument
I'm
would be,
pissed. Read the
I
screen,
tried.
A1.
I offered the
Read that.
blacks $5,000 and the blacks turned it
I got you.
down. I'm the only president that tried to give them reparations. It would have been great, but the blacks, they didn't appreciate it,
Your
right?
ass stupid.
That's what he was saying. Right?
That's facts. He sounds
Let
just
read,
like this motherfucker.
read the screen, A1.
JP Morgan Chase's market capitalization is approximately 859.01 billion as of December 16th, 2025. This figure represents the company's net worth as perceived by the stock market. Financial overview, market cap 859 billion, as I said. Total assets 4.56 trillion. And stockholders' equity 360 billion. Key insights: J.P. Morgan Chase is the largest bank in the United States by total assets and the world's largest bank by market capitalization. The bank has consistently grown its market cap, increasing by over 22% in the last year.
Yeah, it's a huge bank.
There you go.
And it probably was connected, right? But if we're talking
She say,
reparations, they didn't insure every slave. So now how are they on the hook
see,
for
that's not the
paying
point. That's not the
reparations?
point. See, right? The point is you got caught with your hands in the cookie jar, right? And now that's gonna make everybody else. All we need to do is stick one of them, and all the rest of them gonna come up with a figure before we come stick their ass.
It's no, they're gonna configure together, and they'll all agree to give us nothing, like they've been doing.
No,
I mean, it
pretty
sounds
much.
good though. I mean,
Pretty
well,
much.
I'm not
we got
expecting to do the same
right.
thing and expect a different result. Is the definition of insanity. I'm just not insane about this idea yet.
Yeah.
But it can happen. Anything is possible though.
I think the most likely
I
chance
think
of
the
us
government
getting
can make them
anything
motherfuckers
is
do
going
it.
at the government.
The government built them out. I don't see why the government can't make them do it. It's either that or the government got to pay. Which one you want to do, Mr. Government, Mr. White Man? Which one you want to do? You want the government to pay for it, or you want these filthy ass, dirty ass bankers to pay for it? Point the fingers at the bankers. Make them pay for it. We don't even want no beef with the government. Yeah, let's just blame the bankers. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real hard case to win, though.
Well, I'm just saying it's an ultimatum. It's an ultimatum, right? It's hey, look, it's either we finna break the treasury, right?
Hold on, my bad.
Or your buddy over here is finna take the hit. So which one you finna do? They already complained about, oh, we're gonna break the bank if we do it.
Y'all ready for this Erica Kirk business and Candace Owens? Let's go. Anytime y'all want me to stop it and chime in, just go ahead and say something. If you're in the chat, the link is in the chat. This is an open panel. If you have any thoughts you want to add, feel free to come on up. Don't be shy.
Why are there so many conspiracies spreading about what seems to be a pretty open and shut case?
Open and shut. Well, it seems like they're trying to shut it. And they're trying to shut it all right on our mouths because they don't want us to open it. They want us to shut it. So this is not an open and shut case by any means.
Who does it seem that way?
And if y'all aren't hip to Jimmy Dore, go give him a subscribe.
Zionist Barry Weiss on CBS on Saturday. And this might seem like old news to you by now, but I'm going to tell you some of the things that people are missing. And I think this is the moment when she lost the interview. This is the moment right here. I'm going to start it off with the one. Here's when everybody saw through the facade, because TPUSA is throwing up a widow to try to shield themselves from questions. That's what they're doing. The Zionists, Israel, and TPUSA is trying to throw a widow at us to try to silence our questions. And she's bad at it.
It should work. That's the thing. It should absolutely work.
But Erica Kirk is so bad at it, it does not work. She very much like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, very much like Hillary Clinton. When people get a good look at her, they don't like her. And that's what's happening. And so she's all about, remember she came out and she forgave Tyler Robinson, even before anybody knows anything about the case, she forgave him.
That was good of her.
That was, yeah, which just didn't feel real.
So she forgave the killer of her husband before they even find out if it was actually him? Oh, man, come on. Let's keep it moving. But she mad at Candace, though. I'm going to go ahead. Let's keep it moving.
To me. And now we're going to see through that. She doesn't. It's not real. This is all a play. This is all theater. In fact, this whole interview was theater. It was a staged TV show because the audience.
A town hall.
It's not a town hall. A town hall is when you invite in the public. They didn't invite in the public. They curated a hand-picked audience. They asked them special questions like, who's your favorite religious figure, stuff like that.
Now, real quick,
and then they would let them in, and then they handpicked.
See, that's the thing, right? With a lot of these plays, and I call them very strategic plays, I don't trust nothing, right? I think a lot of this stuff is WWE. It's scripted to get attention for both parties, right? For both groups involved in whatever the conflict is. I think a lot, like, I don't even really think Cameron and Jim Jones are beefing, right? I think their beef keeps them both relevant. You get what I'm saying? So I don't even really think her and Candace are really beefing like that. I'm more, curious and concerned that, this might just be a play. Like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You're going to say this. I'm going to say that. We're going to meet. We're going to hug. And then we all going to get a bag. We're all going to get speaking engagements.
Straight psyop.
You dig what I'm saying? That's what I see in a lot.
You hit it right on the head, bro. You hit it right on the head. And again, the psyop.
And that's why I stopped
exposed
it there for that, because that's what he's saying.
By Wall Street Willie. Shout out Wall Street Willie for pointing that out, man. The game is rigged, folks. If you didn't know, now you know. Baby.
The game is rigged. I know because I played the game.
Questions that they gave to Erica Kirk before the show. So this is not a town hall with real questions. This is a TV show being staged by Zionist Barry Weiss. And so here's the moment. When I think everybody saw through her. Let's watch.
And yet there are a huge number of conspiracy theories, you might call them brain rot,
she's trying to gather
that are
it
spreading
right there.
right now online about the actual story.
She's trying to gather her tears
behind the reality.
Right.
One, people say that Tyler Robinson was actually a MAGA Republican. Or two, some people say you were actually a Mossad agent sitting in front of me, and you were Charlie's handler, and Israel killed Charlie. Right. Other people say that a number of men in the crowd were wearing maroon T-shirts, and this signifies that his killing was an elite airborne operation, whatever that means. They say that the rings on your fingers, which are
my kids'
initials,
my wedding band, the Medal of Freedom, my engagement ring.
But apparently they symbolize something.
What's that, Kurt?
Those aren't the rings people were talking about. Nobody was talking about the rings of her kids' things. They're talking about a certain, I don't remember the stupid order of whatever Catholic bullshit, but it was something not good. Like knights, the ones that were going to kill Luna, according to her opponent.
Okay.
She's not wearing the same shit, so that doesn't make sense.
Right. So okay.
Yeah, and the fact that she strawman the argument is suspect because she knew what they was talking about. But she's been doing this about she's strawmanning everything that they're bringing. Like the shit.
She's trained. Yeah.
Damn, this shit crazy. And people are eating this shit up hook, line, and sinker. Like they believe her. The shit is wild.
Because we're in a time where people aren't really looking for the sources. They're just taking what ChatGPT gives them, right? They're just taking the surface level answer and they're gonna run with that. And these people who are groomed have teams that work with them to get to a bag. They know this about their audience.
They call them handlers.
Handlers, right. They know this. So she's prepared to spin these questions. Watch her do it.
Play good.
Yeah, she's a gangster for this one. She definitely got the I know killers.
She a cute blonde.
And she got the eyes of a killer. That's all I'm gonna say.
She a cute blonde, bro.
Yeah.
Like she
definitely got the eyes of a killer though.
She on the black shirt with the gold cross on and shit with the cross. You know what I'm saying? She's
ain't nothing on this planet innocent, brother. Except a newborn, fresh out the womb. And even that was in the womb, probably wreaking havoc, kicking and doing all type of other stuff.
Let's go, good.
No, she ain't fooling me. Let me go ahead and hit play on this.
Okay.
Egyptian aircraft have been tracking you. What is going on? Why are there so many conspiracies spreading about what seems to be a pretty open and shut case?
Open and shut. Well, it seems like they're trying to shut it. And they're trying to shut it all right on our mouths because they don't want us to open it. They want us to shut it. So this is not an open and shut case by any means.
Who does it seem that way to? Barry Wise?
Yeah.
Jamie, look that up. Is it open and shut? Jamie, check that out.
Jamie, is it an open and shut case?
I've spoken to her. I've spoken to her. She's not impressive.
Barry Weiss is a very mediocre mind.
And that's why she got that job.
A real hollowed out canoe of a puppet.
So this is complete theater. Okay, here we go. It's not an open and shut case by far.
This is the first time that we have seen evil on display where we have social media at our fingertips.
What?
Something So evil that happened. People are wanting answers immediately. They are wanting to figure out how to wrap their mind around this.
No, we just want answers.
Man, look, she don't even read her script as good as I be reading mine. I think I did a better job on my intro than she's doing with this bullshit. And I'm gonna go ahead and let it play, man. That wasn't believable.
They wasn't really married.
We want a question, and then we want answers, and then we also
say that again.
I said she either
say that one more time. I
loved that man. She either didn't love that man, or they wasn't really married or something, because she don't sound like a person. She don't. I don't hear no love or no. Like that heart.
I don't hear none of that.
I don't hear none of it.
And she's more forgiving to the killer than Candace.
Well, I'm saying, like, it's not like it's been like years. It just happened, right? Like, you don't even hear no tremble in her voice.
She's back to work, man.
Need to hit.
She's got the Kirk Foundation to worry about, right?
Right.
We gotta strike while the pan is hot, right? My thing with my people is this, right? Because it's crazy. Candace Owens, in dealing with this and calling Republicans out in terms of conspiracies, she almost comes across as a black sleeper cell, right? Like, she played coon for so long, they trusted her, and she flipped over all the tables, right? Like, that's that, but that could be a play in itself.
I'm starting to think that's the only play, because that's the one you don't see coming. We see the Obamas coming through the ranks trying to get in and make change. They're gonna get to him before he can do anything. But the way that you just explained it would work. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this play a little bit.
Around this.
No, we just want answers. We want a question, and then we want answers, and then we also want to question the answers. So this isn't about we need something immediate. This is like this is what you do. How long you want us to wait to ask questions? Till after a guy's killed for this? Till after they execute a guy falsely? To after the narrative's already baked into America? This again, these are all straw men. Straw men all of them.
That's crazy. He said the same thing I just said. Why does she keep straw man in every argument? That makes her not believable. If she has to straw man it to make it easier to defeat, she's lying. And I'll let it play.
And nobody's upset about the rings with your kids. Although that does look gaudy to have a huge giant gold ring and you hide behind your kids' initials. That's pretty gaudy.
And then you have fireworks at your husband's memorial.
Yeah.
I mean,
so when you have
the whole thing's weird.
When you have a memorial that looks like a WWE fight. Yeah. It looked like a pro wrestling event. Anyway, here we go.
Why are you having a town hall at all, too, even if it's fake? Still don't get that.
Egyptian planes.
Egyptian planes. Do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too simple. Again, everyone always has to think there's more to the story. Well, sometimes there's not. I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in...
Rod, you've seen the autopsy?
See it?
Why can no one else see it?
Can I see the thing without redactions on it?
Why
do you feel entitled to any trust whatsoever, any of these people?
You've seen
unreal.
This? Okay.
The nerves. Constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team. I've seen it all.
So she's seen it all.
Who did Epstein work for? Here's a question at the town hall I'd like to ask both of them. Who did Epstein work for?
So the idea that it's too simple. So what the problem is they think we're too simple.
We're not simple enough.
If this interview would have backfired any louder, it would sound like a gunfire coming from the wrong location at Charlie's assassination.
Hey, hey, he's also a comedian. It's politics based.
And
so
see, look,
if you
this the thing, right? This the thing. It only sounds sketchy if you're feeding into the conspiracy argument at all, right? Now, here's what I'm saying as a black man. I'm not saying that the conspiracy isn't possible, but I'm not feeding into it either. My thing is this, right? It always comes back to me, right? He was simply a political leader. And I know that sounds cold, but, you know, they've always been leaders. Things have happened to them. Many have died. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy. I'm not interested in dealing with the conspiracy. I'm going to bring it back to how it will affect me. And now my argument becomes, I was traumatized watching that video. I don't ever want children to see a situation like that happen again. So while crime is happening in Chicago, when you have political leaders like Charlie Kirk being assassinated on television, that should be the bigger concern. Take them National Guard up out of DC and Chicago, right? They need to all be in Utah. That's the big concern, right? I don't want to lose any more political leaders, right? Whether I agreed with Charlie Kirk or not, which I did not. Anytime I see a black pilot, I think he got hired off of DEI, and I'm concerned about his ability. The reality is it's a bunch of black pilots from France. France don't have nothing to do with DEI. But you still look at that black pilot and don't think he's qualified, right? I'm just dealing with the arguments. So my thing is, it's unfortunate what happened, and I never want to see that happen again. So let's send a National Guard to these white Utah towns that are putting in this game. I stay out of white on white crime, but this was a horrible thing that happened. Let's focus on that.
Drop a bomb on that one.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey, that's facts. It was a horrible thing that happened.
Yeah, we got to start playing the game she's playing. You know what I mean? The sympathy game. Like, yeah, I'm traumatized after watching that video. I never want to. Whether I liked him or not, that's irrelevant. Okay? And we need to stop this white gun violence.
You're right. That's all I would have focused on. It did piss me off, though, that I was bothered by it.
They were killing white people in the
fact that they aired it on TV, but the fact that it aired like that goes against all community guidelines. But for some reason, it was on every social media platform and got through. But when one of my homies is live doing anything, their live will get taken down in a few minutes. So how? It wasn't an accident that this was streamed to the whole country. We all watched a murder. I want to say live. It wasn't live though, but this was a ritual, what they did. And they wanted everybody to see it so that way there wouldn't be a doubt. They didn't want this conspiracy BS coming up. And that's why they figured if they show it to us, we'd be convinced. But Candace Owens messed all of that up for them. With the no exit wound, like it gets real weird. I've never seen anything like this.
I mean, you
definitely a psyop, definitely white on white crime. We know ain't no black people out there. Definitely white on white crime, though.
You know what I'm saying? You seen it when they try to do it with Trump. These white on white crime. Did they shoot Trump?
These thugs need to be stopped. Damn it.
Yeah, right. I mean, like they straight thugs, like they're gangsters and suits. You know, like it's really
good question.
It's really kind of scary when you think about it, because now it's like when you see a white man in a suit walking up on you, it's like, you know, is he one of those people? You know
I'm terrified.
I'm
When I see
terrified.
white people, I cross the street now.
Oh God.
I ain't making it no conspiracy. I ain't making it none of that. Y'all shoot up schools, everything else.
Oh God.
And y'all did this.
Y'all
I
do
ain't
random,
dealing. I
very
stand with
random
Charlie
shit.
Kirk's wife.
Like when you see violence in the hood,
A1,
we
hey,
understand violence in the hood, right?
No, I feel you, bro.
He owe him money. He did something, blase, blase. We understand the beef in the hood, but what white people be doing, it's completely outrageous and it's barbaric. Barbaric.
And then, yeah.
Oh man.
They don't care, man. Well, if you got to go, you got to go. You feel me? They ain't playing. They gonna get you up out of here. Let's see what these gentlemen are talking about.
And so here's Clint Russell says, I've never, can you turn this a little bit towards me?
Yeah.
I've never bought the Erica is a Mossad argument, but having a Mossad asset like Barry ask her questions makes me wonder. Also, this entire interview is a disaster. So scripted and fake. TPUSA is in trouble. Just the truth. That's what this is. So what happened was Candace Owens. So there's all these stages of when somebody's onto you, you try to ignore it. And that's what TPUSA tried to do. And they admitted it. The second stage is you try to discredit. And they've been trying to discredit Candace Owens, and it's not working. She's getting more popular, and they're getting ratioed. And so now the third case is they're going to try to put the widow out to shut everybody up and hide behind the widow. Except they made her the CEO of one of the most powerful political organizations in America. So now she can't hide behind that anymore. Now people have legitimate questions. She's the CEO, and then she's pretending that the people at TPUSA are somehow her family instead of employees at a huge corporation worth $140 million just in the last few months.
Yo, check this out.
None of this is working.
God damn.
This is a thought I had, right?
Yeah.
Think about this.
This shit crazy.
Because in my opinion, right, 2028, the MAGA brand dies, right? It's been an amazing, 12 years of back and forth, right? But nobody is going to continue. MAGA was a brand. That brand is attached to the Donald. I know people think he might run again and violate the Constitution, but I don't see that happening. But I'm not certain because he's done some crazy stuff. So I don't put nothing past the Donald, right? But if I'm dealing with reality, people are starting to move the pieces around, right? And starting to jockey for space for 2028. What would happen if the presidential ballot was, wait for it, Kamala Harris versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. And Marjorie Taylor Greene gets, after leaving the Trump administration and after being the the Republican that's bucking the trend, right? She's being what do they call them, mavericks and all of that, right? I'm challenging the Donald. That's why I left my position, right? So now you're going to get, in this scenario, you're going to get your first female president, right? Regardless. The question is it going to be Kamala?
Shit.
Is it going to be Kamala or Marjorie Taylor Greene? And Marjorie Taylor Greene walks up to that podium and says, I am going to put it all on the line for Charlie Kirk. Them folks who are now lost, they don't have anything to fight for anymore. MAGA's gone, right? We're going to do this for Charlie Kirk. It gives them a reason again to go out there and crash out on the campaign trail.
They need you if you ain't already hired, brother, because that's a dope story. I see that working, and I see them getting their way with that. Because you have to have some cause to rally the people behind, and just the other people is evil ain't working no more because we hip to the politricks, and we know both sides is evil.
And if you even look at like on the ground politics right now, in a lot of cases you have white people playing the victim game, right? That was one of the things Charlie Kirk always dealt with. We're being persecuted for our beliefs and things we say online, right? So the victim game is a play. But that aside, Republicans don't really play the minority game, right? And even though they're white, women in a lot of situations are considered the minority, right? Like they don't have the power and control. The Republicans play that card. Yeah, we'll probably get 4 years of Marjorie Taylor Greene. They gonna say black folk don't like Kamala anyway.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Hey, it sounds like
Yeah,
the play.
You think y'all don't think Michelle gonna try to jump in?
I doubt it. Nah, I doubt it.
Sound like the play.
No, a player be fucking Candace jumping up.
Man, she.
Candace,
I vote for her. That'll get me to the polls.
Nigga, if Candace ran, nigga, that'd be a
Let's
upset.
get into this. See what they talking about.
And so they got desperate, and that's what this is. So this last week, this media blitz by Erica Kirk, this what this is. This is them desperate. This is their third stage of trying to manage this, and it's not working. This isn't working. No one's buying this. Okay, so that was, by the way, that was not the clip that I thought I had, but it's just as good. But the moment everybody saw it through her, that was also nobody buys anything she's saying.
Oh, when Barry Weiss had a town hall for Erica Kirk, that's when I saw through it.
Yeah. So when you go to the number one Zionist in corporate news, which is Barry Weiss, on a news network that was just bought by a billionaire Zionist who at the same time bought TikTok so they can control the narrative around a pro-Zionist, pro-Israel message, and that's where you go. It's completely unbelievable, suspect, and it makes you seem more guilty than if you didn't do this interview. And then the interview is a complete disaster, and it's a staged event. It's not a real town hall, and people know this. By the way, they couldn't even get advertising for this. So their normal advertisers would not advertise on this show. They had to get, literally, they were running Chia Pet commercials. No kidding. That was one of them.
Not even Paramount, owned by
they still make Chia Pet.
Eyebrowless son. Would advertise.
Right. So let me see.
Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone?
Okay, so this is it.
Oh,
so this is the moment when she couldn't hide it. She has these what do they call tells? She has tells, and you see it come right out of her. Remember, she was being pitched to us as the Mother Mary, as this beautiful woman who doesn't have a hate bone in her body. She already forgave her husband's killer. She's the greatest, most virtuoistic, true virtue since Mother Mary.
Can't forgive Candace.
Well, now we're seeing it's not. She's full of anger. Hey, like we pointed out before, it was easier for her to forgive her husband's killer than it is for her to forgive people asking about who killed her husband. She has all this
because he didn't do it.
She has. That's right. She has vitriol and hatred and fire for anybody looking into who killed her. You think she'd welcome it. But instead, she has all this vitriol, anger, and fire for those people, but nothing but love for the guy who killed. But here it is. It slips out.
And what they trying to do is Alex Jones, Candace Owens. Because if you notice, they're about to get to talking about how they keep bringing up, and you're making your empire off of my husband's. Her empire was already built. Like, she been getting paid for this. They're trying to say that, and that she's using social media as a weapon, so they can block her on all platforms.
But
they're saying, you're about to hear it. I'm not sure if she's monetized. I know she's getting paid though, and
she said all the time. She said all the time that her show not monetized. That's why she don't give a fuck about those.
She's doing speaking engagements though, like. Same thing.
She say it all the time that she don't. That's why she say whatever she want because she's not monetized.
Yeah, but she's doing speaking engagements. Like even
she probably
in Utah, right? Charlie was getting paid to be in Utah, right? Like when they do those events, they're getting paid. So she's getting a traveling speaking bag. That's without question.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets paid through advertising and sponsorships. So her actual show isn't monetized through YouTube, but she's eating off of her channel.
Oh yeah,
she definitely makes income. Yeah, all them views, she getting paid.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna go ahead and
Imagine if she was monetized on YouTube though, and she was ranking in them numbers. Nigga, she'd be killing it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. It says she monetizes her social platforms.
But where she kills
this
it
is
at
from January.
Every association she goes and speaks at, every foundation, every college campus, she's getting rapper bags. Like she's on tour. You know what I mean?
That's why I said she probably could actually run. Like enough motherfuckers know who the hell she is, and she ruffled enough feathers. You know what I'm saying? For motherfuckers like she could hold her own in a discussion. Turn your ass up in a debate.
White America isn't gonna pick her over Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? You got to realize even this whole Charlie Kirk conspiracy part, that's a fringe element of the Republican Party. Like for them, he's just Pope John Paul. We pray for his wife and his kids, but they don't even want to listen to this. But there is that, it's funny you said Alex Jones, there is that InfoWars element of it that Candace Owens is bringing.
But I'm saying like they look at the intricacy of the show, right? If you throw Candace Owens' friend, you know, the Avenger, the Avenger friend, you feel what I'm saying? They going to correct right the wrongs and shit. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, that's a hell of a political story, cuz.
Go ahead.
We're going to cover way more of this disastrous interview after a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
You got a sponsor?
Body's Naturals Improve Circulate.com/door. So this is not a...
But also wanting justice. Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone in a religious and spiritual sense, but also wanting justice for them here on earth?
So that's the real face, by the way. So this is not a good look. This is not the person you want out as your spokesperson for Jesus. This is not, if that's what the joy of the Lord looks like.
Yo, that don't make the face you show to the Romanian orphans before they get shipped off.
Right. So that's not a good face.
But see, I totally disagree, right?
For them here on
earth. That face right there is gonna get a whole standing ovation the next time the Donald does State of the Union address, right? And I have Charlie's wife. We're taking care of her, America. She's such a strong patriot. She's been so strong. It's been great. She's been so strong. And the Republicans are gonna stand up for 30 minutes and clap. They're gonna shut down and they're gonna clap for at least a good 5 minutes straight. You know what I mean?
I believe I believe it.
Like I can't buy into his argument that it's gonna have the effect. It's gonna have the effect for the old InfoWars crowd, right? Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, she does look guilty, right? But in reality, the people that she's gonna really touch are gonna be the other 90% of Republicans that all they see is the wife of their martyr. And she looks strong. And she's going to fight his fight. That's all they see. That's all they see. You know what I mean? And now this almost makes her even more of a victim because now she's set up to be attacked, right? So now she's the double victim. Lost her husband and had to deal with media pressure. So now, whoever she's standing next to, yeah, I got Miss Kirk's blessing. Vote for me in November.
Damn, that's gonna be deep. And you know they still gonna be all on it 2 years from now when the re-election come back around. Or what's that? 3 years? Donald Trump ain't even been in a year yet. Damn.
Charlie is their Malcolm X right now, bro. That nigga's gonna get streets named after him. That nigga gonna get statues. You get what I'm saying? All that.
He got Malcolm X status. Damn.
He is their Malcolm right now, man. I'm telling you.
They needed one. I ain't gonna lie, because they ain't had nobody, man. It was Weird Al Yankovic and I'm joking. All right, let's get into it.
But we serve a just God.
I don't know if you could see that.
I saw it. What is that?
We serve a just God. She's like, now watch. I'm going to play it through, and then I'm going to back it up, and we'll stop and start it. So let me play it through.
Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone in a religious and spiritual sense, but also wanting justice for them here on earth?
No, of course. But we serve a just God.
No.
And I rest easy in knowing that.
Oh.
He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
I'm scared. Ooh. I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I'm shook. She got me shook.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? My God is gonna F you up. God's gonna get. Oh yeah, it's coming. My God is just, and it's coming. They're gonna get it. I trust God to get him.
Who's gonna get? Wait, are they gonna get the guy she forgave, or the people that are asking about?
So that's what I don't understand.
God is good.
Oh my God! Hey, he said, "Wait, are they gonna get the guy who killed him, or the people asking about it? Because that's the only person she's mad at. She's not mad at the dude who killed her husband. So who is she talking about? Go ahead, Wall Street.
That's shit funny, good.
I mean, either way, it's a win-win. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's basically a win for white Christian nationalism that she was so forgiving. This strong woman, she was so forgiving that she doesn't. How could you call her a racist? She forgave her husband's killer. This is Mary Magdalene in the flesh, the reincarnation. That's what's happening. You get what I'm saying? That's what's happening.
But she want Candace on the cross, though.
I mean,
she want
Candace is expendable, man. Nick Fuentes, we gonna get to that too because I sent you the video. Nick Fuentes already showed all these black Republicans like, yo, y'all aren't valid over here. Like y'all are cool. We use y'all when we want, but y'all ain't valid over here.
Tokens, didn't he?
Right. Straight up.
I heard him break that down.
Superflex. And
we about to get to that next, everybody in the chat.
And peep it, for all that wearing MAGA hats and all that cooning these dudes did, not one single dude with a bad hairline got a single spot in Trump's administration. Not one. Not one of them bad hairline Republicans. Not one. What's his name? Tim Scott and the other dude from Brooklyn. None of y'all got a spot. That's your position.
They did do all that shucking and driving.
Right. Do what you told.
Holler at y'all next election cycle.
That's what bugged me out when, like, black men call themselves supporting conservatism. I could understand you supporting certain ideals, right? Even when it comes to our community. You can't, like, being pro-family isn't synonymous with just the Republican Party. Like, how do we even fall for that? Somehow we do. Like, oh, Democrats hate family.
They got us with that welfare broke up the black family, myth.
Yeah.
That's where they got us at.
But they make it.
I knew. Wake your ass up, man. You over there asleep? I knew.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let this ride.
Gonna get them all.
God's gonna get them all. So let's watch.
Well, if you're Christian, you believe God's gonna. I mean, they probably wouldn't say it that way, but you do think that. It's just strange that I don't know who she's talking about.
But I agree. So here's what I'm talking about. Let's watch this.
I agree.
Earth. No, of course. But we serve a just God.
We serve a just God. It's coming. I already forgave him, but guess what? Guess what? It's coming.
For who?
It's coming. She's talking about Tyler right there.
Oh, okay.
She goes, yeah, I forgave him, but we serve a, well, here it is.
Earth. No, of course. But we serve a just God.
Oh.
And I rest easy and
I rested. She has evil eyebrows.
Yeah, she's something
Okay,
else.
you and Barry don't serve the same God, bitch. Just so you know what your own fake religion
Yeah.
you're pretending to be in says.
Oh, no.
You don't serve the same
wrong.
God, bitch. Sorry.
You don't serve the same God. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, because Barry Weiss is definitely a small hat Zionist, and you see she got her Christian cross on. So
knowing that he's sovereign, but he's.
Do you see that? Watch this. Watch the eyebrows.
God. And I rest easy and
that is such a sinister look she gave. That is such a. Let me see if I can freeze it. And then what? And then she gets like the happy evil. Watch.
And I rest.
And I rest. And I rest easy knowing that I serve a just God. Watch this.
Easy in knowing that he's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
Let the Lord handle that.
Is he not controlled by Israel?
She's like smiling in the evil way. Watch.
Handle that.
Handle that. God's gonna handle it. She does. So to me, it's over. So that this moment here was the end of it for her.
But we serve a just God, and I rest easy.
But Wall Street Willie says that this is actually going to prop her up, and they're going to double down, and that actually makes sense. I see it happening.
You are watching the making of an endorsement, right? I'm endorsed by Charlie Kirk's wife and the Kirk Foundation. I am fighting for his memory. Oh, yeah, that's going to get a whole bunch of people elected in the South.
Hell yeah, because what does that even mean? I'm fighting for his memory, but it gets people riled up. People is going to jump to the polls. Damn, man. I hope that don't happen. I want you to be wrong on that. But you sound like you got some good insight, though.
The end, I'll leave it here. The end game is her and old girl squashing their beef, right? She's not gonna deny the things that she tried to push. Talking about Candace, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I have a newfound respect for her strength and their family, and I just want to make sure the kids are fine. And this is the important.
You cutting out, Willie?
But
you cut out for a second. I couldn't hear that last part.
People elected, keeping Charlie's legacy alive.
He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
Larry Ellison.
Let the Lord let the Lord get the revenge, shall we all watch? God's gonna get him. God is gonna
Am I the only one in tears?
Am
I the only one in tears?
Yeah.
Let the Lord
handle it. Funny, cause like, dude.
What a selfless woman. You know what I tell Candace, man?
That's what that.
Stay out of them white folk business, man, and stay out of white on white crime.
She putting herself in a hell of a predicament right now because she's public enemy number one.
From it. It's a good play for her. I do think she's trying to take the Alex Jones lane and their, following. She's going to be the new conspiracy chick. You know what I mean? She's articulate, so she can sell it. And yeah, that's the play. But yo, A1, check your DMs. I sent you that Nick Fuentes joint. That's the one I want to.
Let me pull that up right now. I'm gonna let this play while I pull that up. We'll have that Nick Fuentes
because
up in
FBA
2 or
got
3
some
minutes.
explaining to do.
Oh, are we about to go into FBA off of this one? Oh yeah, let me pull this right now.
Out here making
this
Nick
play.
Fuentes
so this was I got a couple more things I want to show you how bad this was.
How is he going to get him with a
that will
kangaroo
call
court?
you the N-word.
He's a whole who? Yeah, he loved using that N-word on his podcast. I think that's what got him popping.
You got to see that one and new.
He might got a million new viewers when
you
I
know,
started that.
Pierce usually plays it pretty light, but nah, Pierce was on his heels. Like, your daddy a racist, you know what I mean? You laughed about the things your racist father told you when you were young. So just very simply, do you think it's possible your daddy made you a racist? And he ran from that question half the interview. Word. Very simple question.
It says December 17th, 18th, and 19th, the Epstein files are coming out.
I'm sitting there listening to Nick Fuentes. I'm like, yo, how do these
I guess the Epstein files are coming
arguments?
out.
Are they for the documentary this motherfucker have a series or something?
Who you talking about?
Epstein.
Oh. Man, I'm over that too. Epstein dead. They ain't give me the names of the people that was hanging out with him.
I see
what
Frank
was it? The resurrection? No, the reckoning of Diddy. Yo, listen, man, I'm all freakoed out. I'm over it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay,
yeah,
I'm
but
just
that
making
was
sure
the
y'all
one.
can hear me.
I didn't even know.
All I see in the inbox is this Dave Anderson,
tether
Frank
out here
Zanu
going crazy
video.
on immigrants. Like, the game is wild.
You hear me, Kenny?
He play, cuz.
That's the video you want me to play? Is that
who you see running?
It doesn't say Nick Fuentes' name on here though. Can you copy and paste it in the private chat? Or you on your phone?
I don't give a fuck about no candidate. They not.
I was talking to you, Wall Street, Willie.
If reparation ain't they flagship. I can't give my vote to nobody unless reparation is first and foremost on their agenda. Until then, we could just sit back and watch.
Let me let this play for a second. I'm gonna let this play while I
It's
start
crazy,
grabbing
man.
this
I
link.
vote all over the place. I just vote for
I found
whatever
I
think will work for my plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But I couldn't vote for nobody this last election. Like,
So
I can't
again,
play with you no
believe
more.
me, this was not a town hall. This was not an interview.
It wasn't
this was a
even
TV show that was
being black, right? You could be purple if you gonna do something for me. Like, you know what I mean? What's the ran on, she did run on reparations to a certain degree. But the independent parties, they don't get the win. And I had already looked at her, progress in that election. I saw her ship wasn't going nowhere. So it was either the Donald or Kamala. And I just couldn't even. I was like, yo, you know what? It ain't even worth the gas. Like, even one of them offering me nothing. But I do think it's a high likelihood that will probably be the next play. Like, as she's not an incumbent, candidate because she didn't win, right? But she is the incumbent last person that ran, right? The Democrats don't really have anybody else that I see on the radar. They would be investing in running more than her. And so now I'm looking at Marjorie Greene breaking off from Trump. As the Epstein thing gets thick and white folk is like, hold on, nah, we ain't comfortable now. You told us you was gonna give us the Epstein files. We voted for you with a felony, right? So she broke her ties to set up for 2028. Don't think she broke her ties to go home and say, nah, I ain't running for nothing no more. Nah, I think she definitely probably she even gonna run for governor, or she might run for president. But that would be a crazy election, like 2 women. That would be a crazy choice for white men. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick one of these bros.
Right. I don't know,
Yeah, man. Oh, all my guys is gone. Well, if we live, we can still rock out for a minute, man. I'm interested in any Pan-Africans or foundational Black Americans that want to come on the panel and have that conversation. It's a conversation that we do have to have direct with each other. So don't think you'll be attacked. But if you claim FBA, you're more than welcome to hit the panel and let's chop it up. Cause y'all do got some splaining to do. Fuentes interview. Because
You
when I
silly,
found
you
out he
silly. Hold
was
on,
the
I'm pulling up
tether
that
too.
Nick Fuentes video. My internet was just playing crazy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now handle your handle. But the reason why it wasn't even really about him, because I know who he is, what he stand on. I'm like, all right, he don't rock with me, cool. But in this whole FBA conversation, if Nick Fuentes is a whole tether, why y'all out here worried about Africans? Right?
Shit, freezing.
Like you got a man on camera basically admitting that his father was a racist.
With my internet right now, you answer me about 60 seconds late.
What you mean? What you talking about? We might have some technical difficulties, but we still rocking. Yeah, man, black people got some serious decisions to make. Before we even look out as far as reparations, we literally got to deal with the climate we're in now, politically, economically. What works, what doesn't? Is it worth it to... I don't have a problem with us defining ourselves as Black Americans that come from slavery, that are authentic to this land. That's cool. But I really only wanted that for our own identity. I never wanted to push out the Jamaicans. I never wanted to push out the Africans, right? I never lost a job to an African. I never had Trinidadian threaten to fire me, right? I don't see them going on Fox News.
Bad about that. And I'm having major technical difficulties. Can you hear me now?
I
You
hear you.
trying
It
to say
sound like your internet.
I'm trying to log in on my phone. My internet like cut off and cut back on me. Did some weird shit.
We rocking though. The chat champs is with us. Hey, goddess. Peace, queen.
Let me get this Nick Fuentes video up here for you.
Your man fried him. Like, word. And I wasn't even rocking with Piers Morgan when he had my man Mark Lamar Hill crashing out. But the way he handled this interview, I was like, yeah, a lot of people got some splaining to do.
Okay, there we go. Now I got some action. My internet working fast and speedy now. So let's get to it. I got the video. I just posted it in the chat. I think Facebook is what was trying to freeze it while I was streaming. Here we go. Here we go. The fuck going on with my shit? There we go. Let me share my screen. Get Nick Fuentes over here. Nick Fuentes explaining what a real nigga is. We're going to have to cover that.
Man. He's unapologetic with it. Right?
Yeah.
And my thing with FBA is I'm going to always have more of a problem when a white person says it.
Where you often come across as having, a very unreasonable view on things. This is what Coleman Hughes said about you.
Nick Fuentes knows exactly what he's doing. He is consciously playing this double game as part of a long-term strategy.
Yeah, it's the internet. Homie was cooking, though. Yeah, homie was cooking when he was breaking down Fuentes' whole strategy about the way he, approaches his arguments and his online rants.
At which point he plans to pit towards the extreme and unpopular policies that he advocates daily on Rumble.
So first of all, what is your response to that?
Well, first of all, I would say that Coleman Hughes is a propagandist. He works for the Free Press, which is run by Barry Weiss. So I think you have to consider the source. And Barry Weiss is a pro-Israel partisan. Free Press is just bought out by CBS for $150 million by Larry Ellison or his son, David Ellison. And so I think that's coming from a particular point of view. We can't pretend like that's coming from a vacuum or from some fixed position. That's coming from a propaganda outlet that's in favor of Israel. That's first. But second, I would say he is right about the two personas. And I think that everybody understands this on some level, because for a long time I had an audience that was.
Oh yeah, that's. Come on and load up, because he about to say some things. He's telling you who his audience is. So for all you black people making those conservative Republican arguments, I want you to hear who you sound
like dissident particular point of view. We can't pretend like that's coming from a vacuum or from some fixed position. That's coming from a propaganda outlet that's in favor of Israel. That's first. But second, I would say he is right about the two personas. And I think that everybody understands this on some level. On my show, I make jokes and I use rhetoric and I'm hyperbolic because for a long time I had an audience that was small on these like dissident platforms. I was on D Live for many years. A lot of people don't even know what that is. And so I had a small following and we had sort of like an in-group sense of humor and memes and things like that. And you talk about it one way.
Damn, it ain't loading up.
And I'm by myself and I'm ranting and we make jokes and what do you actually believe? Well, then I clarify and I say, well, here I'm not joking. Here I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being rhetorical.
This is definitely an interview